Hey guys, welcome to MakeLifeRemarkable.com. My name is Eric, and today I just had kind of a long day of work, meeting different friends and colleagues, a few clients, talking to them. And really, I've had a lot of experiences here today. Just so many experiences, so many emotions. And what I wanted to do is bring to another point here today. You guys have if you've been listening to the series over the past few days, I've been talking about the importance of making a plan, planning for distractions and any kind of breaks that you need throughout your day. And also, I've talked about the importance of knowing your limits and knowing how much you can get done in a certain time frame with a certain amount of energy, just what it takes to get these things done. So that's what I've talked about so far. But here today, I want to talk about the importance of big decisions. Sometimes in life, you have to make a really big decision. And at one moment, it might seem really exciting to take one choice or make it really clear. But I've found whenever you have to make a big decision in life, you have to spend some time, which I say, sleep on it. It doesn't actually mean you have to go to bed and wake up and decide, although sometimes that does help, but you have to give it some time. You have to give a big decision a little bit of time to feel if it's something that's still right for you. Some people refer this to the honeymoon period of a decision. In business, when you make a decision, you have a contract, you make a deal, often there's a little bit of time between the time that you agree on something and the time a project actually starts, where both parties can think if it's really the right choice for them or not. And during this time, you really have to consider your future. What are some of your plans? Is this the right thing for you? And sometimes you really have to listen to this gut instinct. Your intuition can help you sometimes. Other times you have to actually listen to your counter-intuition, which is essentially what your brain is telling you what is the wrong thing to do. Sometimes, in some cases, this can produce surprising results, but typically you need to spend some time to think to make this decision. You don't jump on it right away. For myself, often when I'm going through a decision, I tend to have the habit of not being impulsive, but rather spending too much time considering the decision. I'd say for any big decision you have to make, give it at least 6 hours, if not a full 24 hours. Anything longer than that, you are just kind of kidding, or you're joking yourself that this decision was right or wrong. You have to be able to make a decision within at least a 24-hour period. However, I do recommend taking the chance to really consider, is that decision important to you or not? It can be tough. I know how it feels. Sometimes you feel like you're being pulled in every single direction at one time. However, don't worry. This is something that happens to all of us. It's not like it's an abnormal thing. It's something that will happen to each and every one of us. And it just means wait until your emotions calm down and then still see, does this still feel like the right decision to make? People get caught up in the heat of a moment and really just don't know what to decide. They'll think during that moment, hey, sounds like a good idea. Let me do this now. But later, they have a little bit of buyer's remorse, a little bit of regret. So whenever you have a tough decision, think of it from the emotional side, but also wait for those emotions to calm down and use a logical decision to decide, does this make sense both logically and emotionally for you? If you're still making a choice when you're in the heat of the moment, there might be a chance you make the wrong choice. And that's a part of it. You have to let logic also help run some of your decisions. So to recap, whenever you got a tough decision to make, wait until your emotions settle down. and consider it from a logical perspective. This will help avoid a lot of problems and really make your decisions a lot clearer. Don't wait too long. Don't spend too many times kicking the can further down the road. This can cause further problems. But when you approach any kind of decision, not only from the emotional perspective, but also from an logical perspective, using your brain, using your thinking power to see, does this choice sound like the right choice to me? That is when you can make a clear decision. I hope that you got a lot out of this episode here of Make Life Remarkable, and always find more techniques, more strategies, and more ideas to make life remarkable wherever you go. I will be continuing to give more updates as time goes on, so feel free to come back to this website. But I wish you the very best, and as always, make life